NRL started with the idea that the guy can pick up his hunting rifle and go shoot that match. I think they've gotten away a little bit from that. Because I looked at some pictures and they look nothing like hunters.
Like Allwine, he is a fucking fantastic shooter.
And he could probably shoot offhand most of the course,
no
right?
doubt. He does. He'll tell you. He told me he struggles shooting off tripod, but he has two. Yeah. And when he can't get the triple pull, he'll throw one up on the tripod and he'll use a tack table on the back, and he's a machine at it.
Yeah.
He's got it down. But it's like, to me, that takes away from the hunting, because I'm not ever going to pack that shit hunting.
Yeah.
So I was like, if I want to shoot him, I may not win, but I want to be the same that I'm going to do in the hunting side.
Yeah.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us today on this session. I understand that your urges have been increasing dramatically when it comes to shooting and killing things. Some may say it's comparable to Joe Biden's urges to fondle the little ones. Canoodle them, that is. Rest assured, because today we embark into the world of shooting and hunting. Joining us now, Jake Mushaney and Ryan Avery.
That didn't have the same punch as it did this morning.
No.
I don't know if I did. I got a little less caffeine in me right now.
Fourth or fifth time you hear it.
Yeah. We're going to have to keep him on a schedule for updating. Luke does all those intros, and sometimes we just come in and there's a new one.
Sometimes they're liked, and sometimes people hate them. So
sometimes they grow on you, and they can last like 10 episodes or something. And sometimes you're like, yeah, I lost its punch.
That was mild.
It was. It was mild compared to the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's we put this in there, and I know this was like the first podcast today that launched. We'll have that intro, and there's going to be a small group of people saying, "Why do you guys got to get political?
Why do you got to talk about Joe Biden's need to touch little kids?"
Yes. Like it'll be the first thing.
Or sniff hair.
Why do you talk about that? Well,
it happened.
Politics matter.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
It is an election year.
It is.
They did, he's a felon now, but what do they raise? It's like 300 million now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
300 million since the verdict.
Couple days.
Yeah.
What they're doing is not working.
No.
And Democrats they'll definitely love and follow a felon because George Floyd.
Yeah.
They love him. I love that fucking guy.
Yeah. I find all the shit he's talking about. He said he's going to release like the Jeffrey Epstein, all the information from that. And man, there has to be a lot of people out there that.
There's one thing I wish he would do. That he would say he would do is totally what do you call it? Where they pardon.
Yeah, pardon
Snowden. I wish he'd pardon.
Snowden. Oh yeah, pardon Snowden.
So bad.
That'd be pardon himself too now.
Hey, yeah, that he walks in the first
freaking thing.
I pardon myself.
Me, myself, and I.
I make myself. What do you call it? Like he's never able to be convicted of a fucking offense again. Yeah. They're talking about they already, as soon as he got convicted, they filed a motion to pull Secret Service because obviously Secret Service can't protect him while he's in jail or whatever. Right. They're not going to put him in jail.
Actually, I thought they had to protect him.
That's why they filed something immediately to remove to remove that.
Yeah.
Because he's the first president in history to be convicted of a felony.
If that shitty judge puts him in jail, he guarantees Trump's victory. Yeah. That dude's going to get $500 million in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a soap opera now, man.
Yeah.
It's so fucking divided. There is like the middle ground is so small on voters.
Yeah. I don't think the victory is going to be small this year. It's going to be very decisive.
Very Reagan-ish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
They just don't understand that we already knew all this shit about Trump. Like whether you convicted of him or not, like we already knew that it already happened, right? So what did that actually change? Like he already, he come out, I grabbed her by the pussy. Well, he can say whatever he wants to say, and he can almost do whatever he wants to do, and we're still here, kind of thing. So
I'm good with the guy that loses money in office when everybody else becomes multi-millionaires.
Yeah, he did.
I'm good with him, and he's a businessman.
Yeah. Anyways, today we have Mr. Oh, look at me doing an intro.
Oh, good work.
Today we have Mr. Nick Gadarzi on the Shoot Hunt podcast. Have you done a podcast before?
I have.
1, 2, 3,
2. 2
podcasts. What were they?
Newbie. Did one with the MPA, Phil Cashin.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember what the other one. It's been a while.
So it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah. We're excited. So I kind of swindled him into it on the spot. I really did put you on the spot. So I apologize for
Nick,
that, but you agreed.
When you woke up this morning and podcast wasn't the first thing on your mind?
It's not. I think it's a fair trade.
It is actually. And it is a real trade too. I'm not going to, so Nick came in, he has what's the brand of rifle of chassis?
It's a KRG C4.
KRG C4 that needs to be converted to a left hand, and it's not ambi when it comes from KRG, so we're going to mill a notch on the left side of the chassis for him. Taylor's over there working on it now, so we have some time to podcast together. We don't know each other very well, really just through business, coming in here to Unknown Munitions. Did you ever come in when we were in the garage over there?
I did not.
So just since we've been in the shop, so a couple years.
Correct.
I knew you were a competition shooter. I knew that you shot with Jake Millard. He's kind of on his own now, is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. But you kind of took him under your wing and trained him, as he was younger, and you guys shot team a lot together, and
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What I don't get excited about guests. I just really don't. But what I appreciate about Nick is a lot of people say they shoot. People say they put a lot of bullets down range.
Well, I know Nick shoots a shit ton of, because he comes in here and he buys bullets by 10 fucking 20 boxes at a time. Oh, you got 195, so I'll take all 30 boxes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This dude puts rounds down range.
Yes. In fact, you are considered the owner of Micah Range as well. Is that correct?
So I'm the president of the club.
Okay.
But I'm the owner of the land. Yeah, landowner.
I would call you the owner then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. So if you guys aren't familiar with Micah Range, you've been there a long time ago?
Long time ago, like probably 15 years ago.
And I've never been there. Like we said, Nick is now the president of the operation. He's making some changes out there for the good. If you guys aren't familiar with Micah Range, I guess is it north, southwest of us right now?
Southwest of us, yeah. And it's Spokane Valley Rifle and Pistol Club.
Okay.
Micah Range has been...
Okay, so it's not called Micah Range no more. Yeah, so we got the website up here, Spokane Valley Rifle and Pistol Club. What is the actual website there? Red, I can't read it.
SVRPC.com.
SVRPC.com.
Yeah, for Spokane Valley Rifle Pistol Club.
Okay, so if you want to sign up for a membership there, you go to the website first.
Go to the website, download an app, submit it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple things that we have to go through the legal process.
Yep.
Know who you are, submit it, and you can come out and practice and get better.
Okay. So why don't you just describe what you can shoot, what range, what distances you can shoot, what kind of targets you have at the range?
So we have two different ranges there. One of them is what we call a members-only range. You could shoot, it's short, probably 40, 50 yards and in. And the other one is what we call a long range portion. And you shoot, out to 1,000 yards. We got all kinds of different targets, animals. I mean, I'm a coyote hunter, so we got coyotes at every range. Every 100 yards, there's a coyote in there somewhere. And I think our maximum caliber is a .338. Don't quote me on that, but it should be on the website.
Just any size 33 cal is pretty much.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. What about a 37 XC?
I'd have to look on the website, but I'd say
still the Pua bolt face, but it's got
just a little bigger bullet.
I'm going to convert my 33 to a 37 to try and run that new 410 Burger hybrid.
Yeah,
see what that's going to do.
That would just hammer my steel.
Yes, that would be too much bullet.
Yeah, too much bullet.
Nice.
We went to pretty small targets at the range just because we have quite a few competitor shooters, and I want to make sure we cater to those guys.
Yeah,
when that big bullet hits that small target,
oh for sure,
it just cracks it, breaks it.
Yeah, so you're looking for those guys that are shooting the 6 mil bullets. Most competition guys, 25 cal, 6 millimeter, 6.5 millimeter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
How the rules work? Like, can you get a membership and just go out there? There's certain hours. How does it work?
Yeah. So there's a members range that's open, all day, 8 to sunset. Mm-hmm. And you get a code. You walk in. The long range portion, you can only go there when the range officer gets there, and that's 2 p.m. There's certain groups and competition guys that I do allow to go there early in the morning, but I have to know that you're able to shoot.
Mm-hmm. Is that because you're in close proximity to things that should not be shot at, or what's the reason there?
No, I mean, we got a lot of land up there. I just don't want people shooting signs, gates, locks, stuff like that. If you go to the BLM land and you see all the stuff that people shoot,
people are idiots.
Yeah. And so I'll just try.
So it's a high end club. Like, keep it high end, and
I'm going that way.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Definitely.
Yeah, to get people there, have goals and
Are you ever going to have like a maximum number of members? Like, is there a target, quantity you're going after, or
not really going, just more of a quality people?
Quality people.
Yeah, because it's never going to be a money-making machine for me.
I mean, for us, being able to shoot 1,000 yards within 25 minutes of Post Falls. I mean, so if you're in Coeur d'Alene, you jump on the 90. Describe, Coeur d'Alene, jump on the 90, and what would you do?
You go Sullivan and Highway 27, and you take a left on Belmont.
Okay.
So it's just up and over Painted Hills or one of those. Yeah. And
so it's not quite to Freeman.
It's not quite to Freeman.
Gotcha.
Correct.
What's funny is I forgot that range.
Well, we'll definitely have to go check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's basically 30 minutes from Coeur d'Alene. That's a lot closer than the other options that we have. And it's definitely a lot further options for shooting than anywhere in Coeur d'Alene. You can't,
you can shoot to 1,000. Everything I need to do, I can easily shoot 1,000 and 600 in usually.
We'll have to go. Well, I actually need to go.
If Nick allows us,
if Nick allows,
yeah, we let people that have competition needs and stuff like that go out there earlier before the public and get their stuff figured out and dialed in.
How about like you can cater, if a business wants to take their crew out there for a day, you can shut down and cater to a business for a day, things like that. Kind of not really like a birthday fucking party, but let's call it a company party.
Done it all.
Yeah, nice.
Done it, birthday parties, engagement parties.
It is the best place for somebody to get a hold of the range through the website there.
Yeah, email is the best thing.
Okay.
And if I have to make a decision, they'll forward that email to me and say, hey, there's one for you. And I'll answer.
Would you say who's handling it for you? You got like a next right-hand man, or?
It's all volunteers.
Okay.
We got club volunteers. It's nobody's making any money on this. It's just the goal is to have a place to shoot. Just after work, run up there.
Yeah.
It's tough to drive a couple hours to shoot for, you got a 5-6 test loads.
Yes.
That's just to have something real close and convenient.
It is nice.
Yeah.
You're definitely welcome, dude. If you have some type of, if you want to put a poster or whatever for the range, you're welcome to put something up in the store.
Yeah, that's so convenient. And I cannot believe that out of sight, out of mind, I forgot all about that range.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, we'll head there next. Next time we need to go validate some dope before a hunt.
We'll give you some private time for unknown.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. Cool, man. So I just did hear from some guys out in the shop. I went and grabbed a guy. I'm like, what's Nick had going on lately? Because I'm not in the competition scene very much. We don't talk to too many guys. And I hear that you just shot your first NRL hunter match.
So I shot one maybe as soon as NRL came out.
Okay.
Like one or the second match. And I just shot a team portion of it with James Rowe, who's a engineer for Nosler.
Oh, really?
And I shot as a team, just trying to get coached up by him because my first match did not go good.
Yeah. So he already has some skills.
He shot a bunch of them, and so he just kind of pointed me in the right direction.
And is it a different animal altogether?
All different animal.
Yeah.
Different
and how'd you guys do?
We won the team portion of it.
Oh, shit. So you did okay.
Coaching.
So you did okay.
We did good.
Like, you've shot a boatload of PRS. What is the biggest difference you see between the two?
Well, for me, the biggest part was finding targets. I don't know why I struggled so much finding targets. I thought being a coyote hunter, a predator hunter, would be like no problem. But
that was a big struggle for us at the Night Force too. Was just finding fucking targets.
3 or 4 stages and found 0 targets. I think I shot 47 rounds in 2 days.
Wow. Yeah, I think there is a little bit of, you're probably looking too far, looking too thing. And then they're like, I've only shot one, but the stakes sometimes don't exactly line up on your sight marks, Yeah.
People stepping on him.
Yeah.
Stakes disappear. A lot to do with sunlight, shadow, what part of the day you're shooting.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the matches have gotten a lot easier since then.
Mm-hmm.
They figured that out. It's like, hey, people not finding targets, but it is a shooting competition. And so now they got placards, which did not exist back then when they shot. Now they got placards at the first target, help you to find that first target, and then some sort of a little limiter that you can find all your next target. But this match that we shot in Oregon was one of the most difficult matches to find targets again.
Wow.
Yeah.
The one I shot, they seem to have big targets, same, or it's pretty small targets at this one.
The targets do seem to be a lot bigger than what we shoot on the PRS side. Yeah.
So basically, if you could see the target, you could hit the target.
Yeah, hitting wasn't a problem for me. It was just yeah.
Are you doing the whole double tripod situation?
Triple
pull?
Man, I had it on. I'm a big proponent of use simple. Simple is better, just because if I don't tinker, it buys me time to pull a good shot. So I'm a big put it on top of the tripod.
Mm-hmm.
Tripods we got now, it's just like.
So you're using 2 tripods?
No, just one tripod.
Just one?
Yeah, just one tripod. I'm not a big proponent of clipping in. I don't like that recoil impulse.
So you got a big tack table or whatever on top.
I don't even have a tack table. I just throw a bag over the 3 legs of it.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And yeah.
It's actually kind of refreshing to hear because you have one guy who has to have everything is exactly perfect, the most advanced equipment. Then you got the guy that wins the team match over here, and he's like, yeah, just keep shit simple.
Yeah, like the one thing I didn't like, I kind of shot, what do you call it? You can walk around, you can watch it happen. I don't remember.
Sure. Skills division.
I shot with Allwine and Pinch.
Oh, yeah.
And fuck, they were shooting teams. Those guys put on a show.
Yeah.
And but they were triple pulling. And the one thing I didn't like about looking from the hunting side is the same thing I don't love, like when you're shooting PRS, is the gaming part. Like, and I like to hear you fresh, and he said simple, because a guy going out that needs a triple pull and he needs all this shit
Two
that
different
adds
tripods.
$5,000 or $6,000 and shit to be competitive. So I appreciate you, the simple part.
Yeah.
Yes.
And NRL started with the idea that the guy can pick up his hunting rifle and go shoot that match. I think they've gotten away a little bit from that. Because I looked at some pictures and they look nothing like hunters.
Like Allwine, he is a fucking fantastic shooter.
And he could probably shoot offhand most of the course,
no
right?
doubt. He does. He'll tell you, he told me he struggles shooting off tripod, but he has 2. Yeah. And when he can't get the triple pull, he'll throw one up on the tripod and he'll use a tack table on the back, and he's a machine at it.
Yeah.
He's got it down. But it's like, to me, that takes away from the hunting, because I'm not ever going to pack that shit hunting.
Yeah.
So I was like, if I want to shoot him, I may not win, but I want to be the same that I'm going to do in the hunting side.
Yeah.
And I think that there's a little bit of gaming still in
We actually been talking about a true hunting course or competition where, one stage we're going to fucking pack a bunch of snow into your action.
You got to drop your rifle on one of them.
One, you're going to drop your fucking rifle 5 times before you got to make the hit. Just a bunch of different ideas about what actually happens when you're, when there'll be no special gear allowed.
Yeah.
No extra tripods and shit. And it'd be kind of cool.
Kind of when I started.
Yeah.
Carl Taylor is the guy that used to put on those kind of matches.
I
think if he does one right now, people just absolutely cry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's the guy, he's Texas.
No, he's Colville, Washington up here. And that's where I started 10, 11 years ago. I wanted to shoot one of his first matches up there. And I did not hit target for first 5 or 6 stages.
Yeah.
People would cry.
It would be interesting to get all these pros out there and put them through some real hunting scenarios.
A lot of physical was involved. You had to walk a mile between stages. People were drained. And day 2, it was a team match. And day 2, half the people did not show up.
How many scopes are going to fail when you got to drop it? How many actions are going to fail when you got to pack them full of ice and do that?
A little bit of sand.
Yeah.
Now we got some strollers, carts.
We got these guys that talk.
It's a different world.
It is, but they're, don't get me wrong, there's some fucking fantastic shooters in there.
No, people are better shooters now than before. I agree.
Like drop, did it mess with you at all? Like, I guess take me through your, I'm still in Jake's thunder here. Take us through your PRS setup and then your NRL hunter setup.
So PRS setup, rifles, big difference is heavy and small 6-dasher.
Yeah.
And I'm shooting 21.5 pound rifle for PRS.
6-dasher with a 105?
105s.
Yeah.
I'm usually 2,800 to 20, never over 2,850.
The shit's almost like NASCAR now. It's just fucking fine tuned. I mean, a lot of guys are shooting almost the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rifle shoots itself. I'm involved there, here and there.
Yeah.
But you can. NRL setup, rifle has to be under, if you're shooting a team, like I shot team, it has to be under 16 pounds, which seems heavy for hunting, right?
Well, it's Idaho hunting regulation.
Hunting, yeah. And I've hunted in Idaho for years after elk, and my rifle was always under that, just under 16 pounds, because we used to shoot big 300s and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So seeing your own shots, if you're shooting solo in the NRL, is the key, because if you don't see, you're guessing, right?
What was the team aspect of it? Did you guys get to correct each other? Was it one shoot and then the next shoots, or do you have to clear a stage and then they clear a stage?
Yeah, no pair firing for the team. You have to shoot through the whole stage. Your partner can give you corrections.
Okay.
And just make sure you both see, because, people think they see the miss, but what actually happens is not what they see.
And what cartridge did you shoot for the hunter?
Shot a 6.5 Creed going 140 grain bullet going 2740. Just enough to make the speed limit.
ELDM?
I shot a 140 RDF.
Okay. That's probably a different choice on a lot of guys, no?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of guys are shooting 140s and 156s and 153s, just heavy stuff, slow. I like slow. If I had a choice, I'd shoot a little heavier, a little slower, 2650.
And what was the farthest target for that?
Man, I want to say right around 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said that, like, when you do the team firings, those rifles are you're in the heavy, so you can be 16 and under?
Correct.
That's correct? Okay.
Yep.
And then the lights 12 and under?
Lights 12 and under, but I don't think you could shoot a team and be on the light division.
Yeah.
I think it's just one heavy
and is
for
it
the team.
Production? Is it our factory?
There's factory production, and I don't know because I'm such a newbie
Gotcha.
in that NRL. I just follow my partner's, hey, do this, do that, shoot this, shoot that, weigh this much, and do this. And when you show up, hit targets. Okay.
Well, I think the factory production stuff, you can't alter the rifle in any way other than bolt-on stuff.
Yeah,
like you can't make a new hole in the stock or
has to be readily available to anybody.
Yeah,
people should be able to go buy it.
Yeah,
should be like a shelf rifle.
I think that new Seekins built one just for that purpose, and I think that one kind of
6 Creed. You can shoot it because you can shoot a 6 Creed because it's factory.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Is it 4 minutes or 6 for a team?
6.
It was pinchy when I was watching those guys. They couldn't find this. It was this damn little pig, and it was in the shade.
Oh yeah.
They didn't fucking see this pig. I would have bet $1,000. They had 1:10 left.
Yeah.
Before they fired their first shot.
Huh.
They fucking cleaned it.
Yep.
So 5 minutes just to find the targets.
4 minutes and 50 seconds. They found.
What are you, a woman? That's 5 minutes in the man world.
Well, I got to give him that 10 seconds because he literally broke the shot right at the buzzer. So I would have paid a lot of money that they weren't going to clear it. Those motherfuckers were machines.
Is that the rule too? You got to break the shot before the timer, then it can hit after?
I don't know on that.
Correct. Yeah. The timer has to record.
Dude, they were like do, and they know they have to go through the whole setup. And it was like moved for 4. Like it was fucking amazing to watch. And they were using tripods and everything. Yeah. So, you can tell, and I know Nick's like this, they have been there before. They know their system. There's economy of motion. There's no wasted time. It's awesome to see that.
Yeah, and then NRL, the biggest thing is when you walk up, everything has to be stowed away, right? Tripod has to be on the backpack, this and that. So I noticed we burn a minute just taking backpacks off, setting rifles down, and opening the tripods. A minute was gone.
Yeah,
time goes by fast.
Yes,
I felt like we were always shooting, like pressing for time. Always like a little bit of a scatter motion. And somebody actually commented, says, hey, I was watching you and James shoot. They sent me a text message. Said, you guys look like first graders. Always scatter. You always say, hurry.
You say, fuck you. It was the first time I was out there with the team.
Yeah, no shit. We only won, motherfucker.
Yeah, you're always pressed for time. Time is an issue.
Is it this the one that Crosley won the light?
Production.
Light.
I think he was in.
Allwine won the heavy, or just a different match?
Different match. This was an Oregon Loophole Relentless is the one.
Okay, the one they just was Defiance or something that must have been someplace else.
I thought it was someplace in Dakota, and I don't follow.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I got invited. Figured, hey, that's just a different skill because I'm a pretty one-dimensional shooter.
Yeah.
I can take a heavy rifle, lay it on the bag, and pull a shot.
You going to shoot more of the NRLs?
I think I need to, whether I want to or not, just because I need to up my skill a little bit. I hate to be one-dimensional slow shooter.
Well, I'm sure that'll build your skill set to make you better at PRS anyway, right? Because
I think so.
Save that time factor.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just finding targets and landmarks was huge at this match. Like you can find it, get on your rifle, and you shop in real estate from there on. There's just no real marks, no identifiers, You're out in God's country. There's no telephone poles. Every tree looks the same. Hey, buy that tree. Well,
which tree?
Yeah, like what I noticed when I was shooting it is when I would move, it's just like anything else when hunting, you like move, man, that target's and it seems like be a totally different location. And you got to reacquire it.
Yeah.
It's a fucking pain in the
Or
ass.
going from your rifle scope to a spotting scope to binoculars or so on between the different pieces of glass. Shit seems to move to me too, but I don't. Yeah. I'm a fucking amateur.
What did you use for optics?
So as a scope, Leupold Mark V, and for my binos, I had a Swaro EL 10x42
range.
EL ranges.
EL ranges.
Yeah,
no spotter, just binoculars.
No, James, my partner, had a 15 power binos, and some of the longer shots he'd switched to that. I was just a newbie shooter. I was first to shoot. I just listen to what he tells me, and I just pull in the trigger. Right,
newbie shooter, my ass.
at that NRL. I mean,
Well, yeah, but yeah,
that's a different game.
This is the guy that says, "Yeah, I was killing coyotes with a 7.300 Norma at fucking 2,000 yards."
That's fun.
That's the newbie.
How's the difference between like a PRS team? I mean, I know that that's like a known distance, I guess, with the PRS. And then what's the time? Like, is it the same timing like as NRL Hunter? Like you have 4 minutes or 6 minutes? Is it the same outside of you don't know where the targets are?
I'd say the biggest difference is finding targets.
Finding targets.
Okay, so because I don't know if there's no teams in PRS, but like the RTC, which I shot.
Sorry, that's what I meant.
Yeah, I shot with Jake Millard, and man, if it's just different. Just something about burning a lot of time finding targets is what I noticed. And then the rest of the stage, you're shooting like in scatter mode. Just things got to go fast. It's good to have a plan, but it seemed to always plan B or no plan. It's just like see guys do real well. They can adjust on the clock. They instead of just, well, that's our plan, and well, your plan, you're going to time out with your plan. My plan was to shoot slow and watch every shot. Well, that plan went out the window.
Did you guys time out of anything?
No, but I did. Yes, we did time out. And I'm a slow shooter, and so I was just telling my partner, hey, just kind of kick me in the foot when I need to speed up, because I can't shoot fast. It's just I don't. And I timed him out, but most of the time I was counting down for him, 10, 9, 8. There was just like a countdown for the last shot or two. So he was under pressure of the clock more than me, because I'm the first shooter.
Gotcha.
I just lay down and fall asleep on the
that was like that mover stage. Like we had 2.5 minutes or whatever, and I take 2 minutes. I leave him 30 seconds.
Yeah.
He fucked me on the movers, but it is what it is.
And I did my partners too. It's just I felt bad.
Well, if you're in for a penny, you're in for a pound on that. Kind of shit.
Enhance your shooting experience with STOCKY'S stocks. Are you tired of struggling with mediocre rifle stocks that hinder your performance? Imagine having a high-quality rifle stock that not only enhances your accuracy, but also provides superior strength in a lightweight build. STOCKY'S stocks offers a wide range of premium rifle stocks manufactured with hand layup carbon fiber construction, a patented carbon fiber AccuBlock, and multiple finish options. Whether you're a long-range shooter or a hunting enthusiast, our stocks are perfect for you. Experience unmatched precision and durability with STOCKY'S stocks. We provide stock installation instructions, technical support, and guidance to help you choose the right stock for your rifle. Upgrade your shooting game today with STOCKY'S stocks.
What is like the biggest, overall comp-wise, what do you think the biggest mistake shooters make in the competition? Is it stress on time, or is it, I forgot to dial, I forgot to hold the right side of the wind?
Well, I don't know what you can say mistakes, because there's a lot of mistakes, but I see that a lot of shooters are affected by pressure of time.
Yeah.
I see a lot of shooters shoot better than me in practices. It's when the time starts now, beep, the brain goes dead.
That's because they probably don't practice the timing part at all, right? The first time they get timed is when they show up at the competition, and then,
Correct. If I go to practice, my timer is always with me. I want to hear that beep, and it does not affect me at all. I got my own speed. That's like 62 miles an hour.
So do you try to zone out on that and just try to make good, crisp, clean shots?
Anymore I don't even think about it. It's just sort of, you practiced it for so much. It's all muscle memory. And when I have to shoot fast, it's just where I make mistakes, because I step outside that memory of what I'm used to shooting. It's like when you get into your car, it's like I explained it to people. You have to think, hey, press the brakes to start. Or when you pull up, hey, turn the signal. You've driven for so long, it's all muscle memory.
I used to fly a lot in my last job, and I'd come into the same airport, and it was an hour drive home, and sometimes it'd be like midnight, right? And the plane lands, and it's a Thursday night. It's been a long week, and you get in the car, and you open your eyes, and you're home, and you literally can't remember driving the last hour. It's just like you're in the fucking
autopilot.
That's the
autopilot, muscle memory. People ask me, hey, what do you do here? I have to watch the videos, because I really don't remember what I do. Like I don't, just doing it for so long. You don't think about get your knee up, support bone on bone, all that goes out the window.
Is anything now, you've been shooting comps for a long time. You've been shooting a long time, and I'm getting older. Do you notice anything different as you get older, like eyes wise, or anything changing up?
My eyes are going. It was bad. You notice it at the reloading room, at the bench. Everything seems dark. More lights, more lights, more lights.
Jet's not even old, but he's got this old man thing on him.
Dude, I seen that because I really am. I have really heavy contacts in.
Yeah.
And I seen that from MK Machining, that little magnifying glass for the turret. Sometimes I find myself looking at the turret, trying to line the thing up. I'm like, hey, maybe that might help me out a little bit. You never know.
I cheated. Leopold made a turret specifically for the old guys. It's
Oh,
got
shit.
Big numbers.
Well, there you go.
Big ass numbers.
Big
now,
number one.
now that little magnifier from MK Machining can make all the numbers big. It don't matter.
Yeah.
He's talking shit about it. Watch, in 6 months he's gonna have one on his rifle. Yeah.
Like I'm 48 and I can tell, like I have relatively good eyes, but I can tell like my arms are getting shorter and I slowly
Fucking arms are
creeping
getting
in.
shorter. Tried to wipe my ass the other day. I almost couldn't reach.
Well, I've had that my whole life. I got T-Rex arms.
Oh shit,
man.
Well, other than the competition stuff, I know one of your big passions in life is predator hunting. I think coyotes in general. I know I've heard quite a bit of stories from you, and I've seen some videos of exploded coyotes. Why don't you? What got you into? I guess we'll call it predator hunting. Is it predator hunting, or
you can say it's a predator?
You shoot groundhogs and shit too, I imagine.
Not
as much.
Yeah, not as much. Like I just came back from Montana and they shot like 700 rounds. I think they call them gophers.
Okay.
And I just did it for practice because I noticed my trigger pulls were not as good, as clean. So 700 times over and over again, I cleaned it up.
No shit. Now, how many of those 700 hit a gopher?
Say that one more time.
How many of those 700 rounds actually hit a gopher?
Gosh, the wind picked up on day one and shoot a 17 HMR and I'd put it down, pick up 223. You're missing a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's the same process. You know, I try not to blink or flinch or just watch your shot, make a second one. I'd say probably 50% past 100 yards with the 17.
Okay, 50%.
Those are little dudes too.
Yeah, they stand up and stretch out and like an inch and a quarter wide.
Yeah. But coyotes is your favorite thing.
Yeah, everything else is I look at the schedule if I have time. Coyotes, man, I get up in the middle of the night and I go, something drives me about that predator because there's nobody to help you. Nobody's going to give you a wing call. It's just you and the dog. It's like purest form of competition. You competing against the animal.
Well, we've been competing against other predators for a long, long time.
Something about the coyotes, just
is it?
Especially the ones I hunt. They're up on the cattle range, super educated. They've been shot at all their lives.
Yeah.
They know what a red truck means when it pulls up. And so you have to be super efficient. And
do you what's your technique? Have you got into thermals yet? Do you do any calling it? You know, what are you doing?
Yeah, I do have thermals only if cattle rancher calls out. Hey, got a bunch of problems with coyotes all around my house. I'll go wipe them out. But most of the time it's just during the day. I don't call. I spot them.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Old school.
Yeah, old school. And if you get 2 shots, 3 shots a day, you're doing real good.
Mm-hmm.
Just like spotting them and making a plan is how am I going to kill that thing? It's not very big.
Mm-hmm.
It's at 900 yards away. And you make a decision trying to kill that thing.
You showed me a video one time. I think it was an 80 ELDM out of a 22 Creed or something like that. Yeah. That just basically cut the coyote in half.
Yeah. Something about speed. I don't like to load fast. Only for coyotes I do.
Yeah. What's that doing? Like 3,400 or?
So I think it was an 88 ELDM, and I will do 3250.
Nice.
Out of a 20-inch.
Dang.
Yeah. And when he hits, you'll never forget that sound. Yeah, they love him because he puts them down fast. It sends them into the different world. Yeah.
Huh.
There's no spinning. There's no turning.
That's awesome.
Just light switch off.
Good night.
Nice.
Good night. Yep.
Do you do any? They said you did some elk hunting. You still elk hunting?
Yeah, I do, but it's lazy way where I could pull up a truck. Just that old age. I'm 42.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. You went through a whole NRL hunter, so there's no laziness. It's just you'd rather just get the meat easy.
Yeah, just easy. We used to go up in Hell's Canyon up there, and the people that I hunted with got a little bit older, and I think we got an elk one time, and we were hiking down, and people were tripping, falling over, and breaking cell phones, and it was the middle of the night, and I was thinking, there's got to be an easier way. Somebody's going to die.
Mm-hmm.
I probably could have done it for a couple more years, but the guys that I hunted with got into 70s, and it got pretty tough.
Yeah. And elk are freaking heavy.
Heavy. That's the biggest surprise. Wow, that looks a lot bigger than my scope. There's a lot of meat.
Yeah, it's a lot of body.
Yeah. cut the antler off, and that's 100 pounds.
Yeah, right. Ryan always said elk are big.
Elk are big.
Elk are big.
Elk are big. I packed a lot on my back, and I want the elk, especially if it's my elk. So I'm picky. Jake says I'm a watcher, but I'm picky.
He is an elk watcher.
Yeah.
He's like, it's got to be 340 or more. If it's 339, it don't count.
I'm with you though. If it isn't tripping my trigger, if you can say, "Oh, I'm a trophy hunter, but I eat it all," and if I'm gonna do just meat, I can shoot cows a lot easier.
Yeah.
So I'll just shoot a cow elk.
Yeah. You can go buy beef, and they load it up.
Buy beef and throw it in there.
They package it for you.
Yeah.
You can even go with your backpack to the fucking packer over there. They put the beef in your backpack so you can see what it feels like.
You can feel like what it would have been if you would have shot an elk.
Let me pack this beef over to my truck.
You got any hills I can climb? Yeah, you definitely test a guy, huh?
I think everybody needs a little bit of that in their life, a little bit of stress. Yeah. Push yourself to know what you can do.
Yep.
You have any plans to offer training at Micah at all?
I have been doing a little bit on the private side.
Yeah. Just like one-on-one stuff with you.
Yeah, one-on-one stuff.
Competition type.
Yeah.
Is that something people could reach out to you for?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, people think I'm a big deal because I can shoot a coyote. So they'll contact me a lot on Instagram. Hey, I saw that video on coyote. Can you teach me how to do this?
Yeah. You told me you had a lot of videos, man. We do some video editing and stuff here.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Mine is super simple, just an iPhone.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can do a lot with an iPhone.
He can do a lot with an iPhone, but he has some skills in there. He can make some shit look pretty fancy.
Yeah.
If you wanted to start let's say a coyote one-on-one coyote hunting class or something.
Yeah. And you're pretty modest. I don't think it's just your coyotes. I think you have a pretty good track record on the competition side too.
Yeah. Well, like you said, you're shooting 17 HMR gophers, and I know you've told me about 7-300 Norma. You shot a lot of 7-300 Norma. That was one of your favorites, yeah?
Yeah. 7-300, 300 Norma.
At coyotes?
At coyotes, 7 PRC. And that was just, build the fundamentals because everything happens fast in coyote. I got to be able to spot it, range it, hit record, get on my gun, look at the wind, and send the best shot I can.
Yeah.
It's always like fast. And sometimes if you don't, it pisses me off when they shoot a coyote and they kill it and I don't see it in my own scope.
Yeah.
Like it kicks off and the recoil management was poor.
Yeah.
I get so mad. I'll go shoot 100 rounds of that 7-300
to get used to it.
Just to get used to it.
Like, what is your break off? Like, I have a hard time. I shoot suppressed pretty much all the time. Anything above a 6.5 PRC, I have a hard time spotting a hit.
Yeah.
Especially at
close range.
10, 11. Yeah. Even at far range sometimes with that elongated push of a suppressor.
What is your strategy for recoil control? And literally just practice with that specific rifle and that cartridge and what you're moving your body position, you're changing the way your body contacts the rifle.
Yeah, exactly. How your body connects to that rifle. It's training your body, your nervous system, how it reacts.
Yeah.
I'm a big proponent of knob blinking.
And how did you train it? Did just repetition?
Just, man, at Micah, at my range, I called it Micah, Spokane Valley Rifle Range, there's probably more lead in that berm from me than anybody else.
Than everybody else combined.
Anybody else combined. I just miss a lot.
You're the first person to say, I've heard 400 and I've done it, practice at 400, like spotting. You say you want to spot at 200.
Yeah, I noticed that 200-300 yards, the time of flight cuts so short. If you blink or you flinch or your body reacts to the shot in any shape or form, you'll miss it. You can't spot.
Like your 7-300, can you spot 200 yards?
No.
Okay. I was just
prone? Yes, I can.
You can?
Yes.
No shit.
Yeah.
And you don't blink?
I don't blink.
Now, does it matter if you have a suppressor or a brake? It doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter. I've got videos, slow motion. There's awesome. I got pretty crazy, pretty technical about it.
Was there any techniques? Because I've tried. I've just need more reps, it sounds like. But keeping that eye open, just shooting? I
noticed people to blink. It's got them pieces of junk, $25 Howard lights. Is that what they called? The sound is.
Okay.
The sound is the biggest thing.
Your ear protection.
Your ear protection's got to be solid.
What are you using?
I just stick foamies all the way into my brain.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like if it sounds loud.
So the noise first.
Uh-huh. So suppressor would probably help to begin with?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I shoot coyotes and hunting. I shoot suppressed.
7-300 Norma suppressed?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Just because I don't have to put anything. That's just time cutting 3 or 4 seconds, putting headphones on.
Yeah.
When I'm hunting, I don't have that luxury. I can't afford that.
Yeah.
When you talk like high level comp guys, Vibert, you, Pinch.
Yeah.
Oh, That's the thing, is like spotting the shot. That is it.
Yeah.
Well,
They
because
have to spot
you
it.
can almost guarantee your follow-up
Yeah.
shot. Like if you miss your first points, you can almost guarantee your second points by spotting your miss.
Yeah, and it's a little more than that. You're seeing your shots on targets that you've hit, and you take that information to the next.
Yeah, even if on your like fucking left edge, you make that correction to make your next shot
Correct.
Yeah.
If you missed a plate, you're a little bit late to the party on spotting. I want to catch me trending to one edge or the other, so I'm watching for every target to get hit center.
You know, and like in spots that aren't totally prone and really stable, like wobble wise, what's your shot process?
I wobble just like everybody else. Yeah, people just think I got some sort
but
of.
You just timing it up, or how?
No, I think the settle down period is what's different.
Gotcha.
Guy shoots when he's nervous, and a lot of times you'll see me get on the gun and timer started and it's clicking, and people wondering why is he not shooting. Well, I'm slowing down the breathing. I'm settling down. Otherwise, I'd be wobbling just like everybody else.
Just back to that muscle memory stuff.
Yeah.
Just back.
Put a lot of importance on the first shot. Like if I take that first shot, that's just like my first sensor going out there. It tells me a whole lot of information. So I want to make sure it's the best one. If I'm going to take 10 shots, my first one's got to be the best one, the best one.
Are you a big guy where your setup has to be the same throughout all your platforms, or could you grab the rock stock and throw in a KRG and no problem?
I don't know, because I shoot KRG is the only thing I know.
So you have the same setup for every rifle.
Correct. So it feels the same. It's same.
Gotcha.
Weight's different, but feels the same. But my approach to shooting a 6-dasher as far as recoiling or managing the recoil is the same as the big gun. I just don't want to have I'm shooting a dasher, I could be sloppy. Like you'll see me getting on the gun and my shoulder's right up against it. I feel it just like I'd be shooting 7-300.
So you believe like you're obviously not free recoil, and then you're pulling some weight into your shoulder.
Just think about as a sandbag, I'm there. I'm not pushing. I don't like to push at anything, because when it recoils, it tends to go that way. When you like big preloading bipod, I'm not any of that. But I'm there as a big fat. I'm 200 plus pounds, so that's enough to stop that recoil. I just want to catch that recoil, so to say, but I want to be right up against it.
Catch it like neutral.
Neutral, yeah. I don't like to push or preload.
So you got big plans? You got shooting any more matches this year, PRS wise, or?
Yep, I'm going to a match, lead farm here in a couple of days. And then summertime, I think I'm going to take off. I've been going pretty hard this year.
Yeah.
I got a little crazy.
You go shoot some yotes.
I tried to recruit him when we were looking for a shooter there.
The man of mystery.
Yes.
You guys got a top dude. I don't want to hear you guys complain.
Hey, he's doing fantastic. He's winning, and the hammerhead is kicking ass. Yeah. I can tell you that nearly the whole second batch is already sold, and it's not here yet. And we're already talking about the third batch. We're going to do some, I think we're going to do some titanium nitride, little short special edition, some gold ones. There's this other one called oil
gold one.
Yep. There's another one called there's another coating that's similar to titanium nitride that's like they call it oil splash.
Yeah.
It's still the same type of coating, but it gives it like a rainbow kind of effervescent kind of look. So I was just over talking one bat yesterday, so we're thinking about doing a couple special edition runs. That'd be cool.
What action and barrel are you shooting?
I'm a Defiance guy. I've been with Defiance for a long time, and benchmark barrels.
Oh, they're nice. Nice barrels.
Yeah, as much as I shot, none of this would be sustainable without those guys.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Not even close.
You know, as we're talking through all this and we're talking about all the different type of shooting you're doing, you're basically kind of borderline obsession. I mean, what kicked that off? You said 10 years ago or 12 years ago was when you shot that match, that different type of match. Like what? And you're 41, so we're saying you turned 30. Is this kind of when you started shooting? You've been shooting your whole life, or?
No, but I mean, I got invited to do a coyote hunt when I was out of high school plumbing for an outfit, and then one of my master journeymans or something, they invited me over. And I remember a coyote stood up at 250 yards. I said, "Hey, let's shoot it." And he says, "Oh no, that's way too far."
Okay.
And so I was like, "There's got to be a way."
Yeah.
So I started researching and ran into Caleb Hallett, and he was putting up small game
Sportsman
challenges. And something about small targets. I think everybody shoots long range are kind of a control freak because they control from 0 to where the target is. They control that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right.
So that was 10 years ago?
Yeah. Well, probably more. That's probably 13, 14. And then my daughter kind of joined in on this sportsman challenge. And it was just time to hang out with my daughter. And then she did good. And I started doing a little better. And I said, you know, and then a couple of companies approached me and helped me out. And that's how that.
Is your daughter still shooting?
No, she went to volleyball and college and everything else. So yeah, she still comes out to the range, and she's dating a sheriff guy. And oh boy, she puts a whooping on him on the pistol.
Nice.
I believe if he can pull a rifle trigger perfect, and she can, he can translate to a pistol if you pull it slow enough.
Okay.
Yeah. She's making him practice, so
making him look bad.
Oh, bad. Yeah.
Do you think your let's get this right here, Spokane Valley Rifle and Pistol Club range is set up for like a group type of training event?
I'd say 4 to 5 guys.
4 to 5 guys.
I can handle, and by myself, I usually don't like to go over 2 guys or 3 guys because I want to make sure those guys they go home scratching their heads.
If we wanted to do something, would you be willing to let us?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. But 4 to 5 guys, you think, is there any changes that can be made to the range to maybe make that group a little bigger?
Yeah. So I'm in the process of going through a process of permits and all that to redo that firing line. Make it a little more safer and bigger and everything else.
Okay.
Just for gear, because right now it's just you're so limited. We got a 7 or 8 foot pad, and your feet are hanging off the concrete.
Can you shoot like in the dirt out there?
Yeah.
Okay. But I have not been out. I can't even hardly remember anything.
We ought to go take a visit.
I'm going to sign up as a member today.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys come out and shoot and make sure you like it before you sign up.
Well, it's close, and you got.
I'm sure it'll be good. Is there room for help here on what the changes that you're trying to make or whatever? Is there room for people want to help out, people want to assist, people want to, let's say, sponsor, people want to these type of things? I mean, are you open to stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm open. It's going to take some money to do what I want to do up there because I want to make a good firing line. So people has already contacted me and said, hey, I want to be a part of this. I shoot there, and so right now it's looking like I'll have to put out half of my own money.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm sure that Shoot to Hunt's definitely interested too.
There we go.
Keep us on your list.
Yeah,
please.
Yeah, like I'm at Fernand probably twice a week, and I'm like, fuck, I wish I could shoot past 400 yards, and I forget all about that.
And it takes 25 fucking 30 minutes to get there.
Oh, it ain't a lot of difference.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to go into People's Republic of Washington, but there is that trade off.
Yes.
Spokaneistan.
Yes.
Well, badass. Well, we appreciate you coming on, man. I hope you had fun.
Yeah, it was good.
No, I was excited. Like I said, you shoot. Most people claim they do, and they don't. So it's good to have you on.
Yeah.
If you want to get some one-on-one training with the infamous Nick Gadarzi, get on the website there.
Yeah. Send me an email.
Send an email.
He'll put it in his spam box.
No, I do. I mean, guys think I'm doing something specific that I'm really good at is staying calm under the pressure of time and transitioning efficiency, and I could train some of that. I stay away from wind coaching, any of that stuff that I'm still trying to learn.
Yeah. Well, I think if you can effectively kill coyotes, you can effectively win an NRL hunter match, and then you can win PRS matches. There's probably something going on there.
I mean, it's all seen bullets fly, right?
Yeah.
It's all the same. Bullets fly through the air, and where did they hit, and what do I need to do to hit it?
Nice.
What did you say? Somebody said if you ain't hit.
Yeah, I like how Austin Bushman, who's one of the best shooters in the country, they ask him for an advice. He says, well, if you hit left, aim a little more to the right. And I thought, man, that's so profound.
Oh, yeah.
I should do that a little more.
Fantastic advice.
So profound.
Gadarzi does put a couple bullets off the same side of the target.
Well, I mean, it does make you think a little bit. I mean, rather than, like you were talking about, rather than, did I hit the target? More importantly, where did I hit the target?
Correct.
And that's the difference between the people that win and the people that don't.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody can see, I missed off the right.
Yeah.
Go a little more left. But it's the guy that's really good that can catch it on the previous target a little closer. Hey, I'm trending a little bit right.
Yeah.
And that's hard to see. That's super hard to see.
And then like not questioning yourself,
Not questioning yourself, training your eye. We got a lot of nervous systems and a lot of neuropaths that, they need to be practiced. Just like your brain needs to be exercised. It's a muscle.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just use it at the match. Exercise it. So I miss a lot more targets during practice than most people. Because, if you hit, you're like, I hit. But if you miss, you go into scramble mode. What happened? Where did it go? And especially if you don't see it.
Yeah. And you're shooting those fucking little baby round shit like this, huh? A couple 100 yards.
Yeah. Yep.
And spotting shots at 200 yards, that's
it's not easy.
Yeah, guys show up practicing like I want to do this and this and that, and they get on the train talking about positive compensation. And I said, listen, none of that crap I know. What it does, all I know.
I don't know the closed loop shooting system.
I don't understand any of that harmonics and the nodes and all that. All I can tell you is just going to be you and the rifle.
To me anymore, all that stuff is fixed distance.
Yeah.
That's where they get into the fucking weeds. Fixed distance shooting.
Yeah.
Whereas this is not what we're doing.
So that would be your number one tip is spot your own shots.
Yeah, train your eye to see your shots.
Which that also involves the recoil control side of it. So recoil control and spotting impacts.
Correct.
Yeah. Or spotting hits.
I'd say
There's some people that have a big negative
problem with impact.
Problem with the term impact.
Did I impact it or did I fucking hit it?
So somebody close to us is very, very passionate about that one.
I got you.
That subject.
Hey, I impacted Tanya one time.
Yeah. Impact sounds cooler to me than hit.
Yeah.
Impact. Like, that's some fucking punch to it.
Or hit. I don't know.
Hit.
I think in PRS, they instruct the range officers to say impact.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no different like so with the Night Force ELR stuff. So this guy that we're talking about, Forb, I said, where did you develop this fucking big negative, feel towards the word? He said, well, before all this competition shit started, they said hit. And then when they started competitions, they wanted to change the.
And it's rifle, like I guess, and he shoots a lot of the pistol, whatever that is.
Yeah.
He said they don't say impact, they say hit.
Yeah. Maybe that's where it comes from.
Maybe.
Yeah. He also has a big problem with send it. He's a special flower.
Yes.
All right, we got to give away some rings. So if you're a YouTube subscriber, go on, subscribe, and you can win some rings on every episode. You can win Tinker rings or Jake's Premier rings.
Or soon to be Tika Premier rings.
The Tika Premier rings.
Those are going to start prototyping on the 5-axis here very soon.
And they try to make Nick the most fucked up name they can find that's subscribed. This guy's name is Gennaro Strangus.
Nice.
Gennaro Strangus. Get a hold of us at podcast@shoothunt.com for your rings.
All right.
Nick, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it.
The invite.
Any words in the closing here?
I appreciate you guys.
What a one piece of advice then for shooters? Like you just gave do you have your own piece of advice?
Man, I like that. If you hit left,
I was gonna say let's stick with that.
Stick with that.
All right.
Simple and to the point.
If you hit left, aim to the right.
Aim a little to the right. It is a stolen from Austin Bushman, but
nice.
I've missed more targets on the same side than anybody else has.
So I've heard like somebody said, if you miss, just don't do that again.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
That's good.
Do something different.
Do something different.
Shoot better.
Thanks, Nick.
Yep.